Hey everybody, I'm back once again with a little bit of comedy for you. Uh, I know I haven't been up here lately doing comedy. A lot of the stuff I've been doing is just cartoons and stuff. But I gotta get back with that too because I haven't been doing that lately either. But anyway, I was at work a few weeks ago and the guys there were pretty new, and this is what comedy's all about when you get those new people in there and they really screw things up, and you try to teach them, how to stack. And for those of you who don't know, I work at a pet nutrition plant, and we stack dog and cat food bags on the pallets. Well, these guys are just screwing it up left and right. So I turn around and I showed them the first time. They said, all right. And I watched them. They were doing fine. I turned around and walked away, to do some other stuff. I come back 10 minutes later, and all of a sudden the stacks are all messed up and everything else. I just sat there and I go, guys, didn't you're messing things up, hey. And they go, well, and it's like, okay, I'll show you again. So I showed them again how to stack, and then I watched them for a little while, and then were stacking all right. So I sat there and I continued on with my other jobs, which is basically cleaning up and making sure everybody's got everything. When I come back and the pallets are messed up once again, they weren't stacking properly. So I walked over to them and I sat there. I go, guys, I swear to God, you could not stack shit with an automatic shit stacker if it was set to full automatic and the owner's manual was sitting right in front of you. And they sat there and go, huh? And it's like, never mind. So I had to show them about like 5 or 6 times before they even got it right the whole day. But they really, really messed things up there. And some of the other funny things that happen at work, where I work at. One of the guys came up to me during break time. Now this is funny as hell. He sat there. He goes, "Hey Joe," and I sat there. I go, "Hay's for horses, grass is free, straw is cheaper. If you got enough money, get all three. What do you want?" And he sat there. And he goes, "Huh?" I go, "What is this? Is everybody brain dead around here? Don't you understand what I'm saying? You guys say, huh, all the time?" So he sat there. He goes, "Never mind. You know." He goes, "I need to ask you a question." I sat there and said, "All right, go ahead. I'll see if I can answer for you." He goes, "Joe, I have a song stuck in my head." And I sat there and I go, "So, what do you expect me to do about it?" He goes, "Well, it's not. It's a song that I don't know the complete words to." I go, "Oh, it's one of those songs, huh?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Well, what song is it?" And he goes, "She'll be coming around the mountain." And I'm sitting there going, then I started going, huh? And it's like, now this is a fairly young kid. He's like 17, 18 years old, and it's like, where did he pick up that song from? I have no clue. But being as helpful as I am, I sat there and said, okay, I'll tell you what. Let me add a little something. Let me get that song out of your head, and let's put something else in there. Let me put something that will make, sense of everything. And he goes, well, I just wanted to know if you knew, the complete song. I sat there and I go, well, he goes, I go, well, how much do you know? He sat there, he goes, well, I know the song, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes around the mountain, when she comes, and I'm sitting there going, okay, let me put this one in your head and see if you can go through the day a little bit happier. She'll be coming around the mountain doing 90 when the chain on her motorcycle breaks. She'll find her in the grass with the muffler up her ass and her titties playing Dixie in the spokes. Hey! I go, does that make any sense to you? He goes, and he just stared at me for a few minutes, and he's going, okay. Sure enough, by second break, he comes back and he goes, Joe, that song is stuck in my head now, but let me put it this way. It's a hell of a lot better and funnier than one that was playing in my head before. I go, well, I aim to please. Oh, tell you, some of the things that work nowadays, and some of the people at work too. I mean, they are kind of, One day they had me doing treats, and one of the girls there. I mean, I don't know if she bathed in body spray or something like that, but the cologne or perfume she was wearing, she had so much of it on that I could literally taste it in my mouth. Now we're talking. You got your strong perfumes that leave a overpowering odor. This was just. I mean, you breathe through your nostrils, you can taste it on your tongue. I swear to God, and it's like I happen to think it's like if people are gonna be wearing stuff that much of it, maybe they should start making a different type of perfume. Maybe they should have flavored perfume, like bubblegum. Because when people turn around and start putting that much on, you don't want to taste this, I mean, it tasted like Chanel number 5 or something like that. I mean, if you're going to put that type of perfume on, make it, when you smell it, you can taste something good, not perfume, all right? And it's like, oh my God. I don't know if she put it too much on because she doesn't bathe, or she just accidentally dumped the whole bottle on her. I don't know. But oh man, that was awful. Now with me, I have 2 jobs, and my second job actually I like a little bit better than being doing the pet nutrition's plant, because due to the fact that I deliver papers in the morning, I deliver the local newspaper in the morning times, and being by myself working is what I like to do best. I go out, and I can get things, cleared in my mind. I think of stuff that I could do from like my radio shows and stuff like that. Cartoons. Well, recently in January this year, we had that Arctic vortex coming through here, where it was like -20 with a wind chill factor of -40, and I'm out there delivering papers. Okay, I'm pretty far away from my house. I'm probably about 6, 7 blocks away from my house. Now, I live in a town that's sparsely populated, or sparsely. We have like wooded areas sparsely placed everywhere, right? So anyway, I've got to go pee. Now we're talking -20 to -40 degree weather out here, and I'm in northwestern Pennsylvania, mind you. And it usually doesn't get that cold around here, but and we're talking 4 a.m. in the morning, and I've got to go. And I'm sitting there going, I've got to go, but I don't want to pull out little Joey and have him freeze. Then I thought again, it's like, well, if I can't hold it much longer, I don't want to go in my pants and then freeze everything. So I decided, well, I'll go in this one little wooded area and I'll take a piss. It's one thing, I've treaded in the woods, Now I wear one of those, paperboy bags with the bag in the front, bag in the back, and I had to pull it off to the side. So I pulled it off the side, and I pulled down, and I whipped it out, and I started taking a pee. Needless to say, it was so cold out there that it started to crystallize before it even left me. The next thing I know, I'm shooting little ice pellets coming out, and it's like, what the? And all I hear, I'm taking a pee, and it's like I'm cutting down little saplings. Come on, it's like I'm sitting there going, cool. Then I hear something just off to the right of me, and I'm thinking, oh shoot, here I am. I'm out in the woods with my dick in my hand. Somebody's caught me, and I turned and looked, and it's a rabbit. And I'm sitting there looking at that rabbit. It's like the rabbit was looking at me, and I'm sitting there going. My first thoughts were, shh, be very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. And that rabbit just turned around and looked at me and said, oh, hell no. And I just turned right around. And this rabbit just takes right off. Now, it's kind of hard to run after a rabbit with your dick in your hand and pulling back on your bags. It's not that easy. But fortunately for the rabbit, I ran out of ammunition. So It gets pretty cold around here. But anyhow, I don't want to spend a lot of time because I've only got about 15 minutes on YouTube. Uh, One of the things I often do is I sometimes take uh, songs and I put other words to them. Now, I watch My Little Pony, and I'll admit to that, and I'm a little bit of a fan to it. So I came up with this one song that goes along with Toby Keith's song, I'll Never Smoke Weed with Willie Again. Now, some of you bronies out there who are my friends will probably appreciate this song because I think it's kind of funny. Now, I don't have a guitar where I'm going to be able to play the music, but it goes a little something like this. Now, I always heard that herbs were top shelf. Lord knows I had to find out for myself. Don't knock it till you tried it. I've tried it, my friends. And I'll never smoke weed with Twilight again. Now I learned a hard lesson in a small equestrian town. She fired up a fat boy and she passed him around. The last words I spoke before I passed out. I may spike bungee jump, but I'll never smoke weed with Twilight again. Oh, I'll never smoke weed with Twilight again. My party's all over before it begins. You can give me some Big Mac's hard cider, my friends, and I'll never smoke weed with Twilight again. Now we're passing the guitar, telling dirty jokes. I can tell one's a-comin' 'cause I'm smelling smoke. Though I do not partake, I just pass it the pinkie pie, with a grin on my chin and a great contact high. No, I'll never smoke weed with Twilight again. My party's all over before it begins. You can pass me some old Big Mac's hard cider, my friend. I'll never smoke weed with Twilight again. In the fetal position, with drool on my chin, I've messed up and smoked weed with Twilight again. And that'll do it for the show. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. It was a spare of the moment type of show. I hope to see you, rate it. Let me know what you think of it. I'm out of here. I'm Audi 5000. Bye-bye.